What's up? So in this video, I'm going to talk about morning routines. We all know what morning routines are. We've all heard of those millionaire, billionaire morning routines, or we've seen those YouTube videos online of influencers or YouTubers making videos about their morning routines, and it's all cookie cutter perfect. And sometimes we end up trying out the morning routines to ourselves. We don't really work out, or basically there are so many different routines out there or morning rituals, and sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming when you want to create one that actually suits your lifestyle or what areas you want to focus on. In this video, I am going to break down how you can create your own morning routine that fits your own lifestyle. You don't need to be in the 5 a.m., 6 a.m. club or whatever. Just because you're not waking up super early doesn't mean that you're not being super productive or whatever. It depends on your morning routine. I will explain why you need a morning routine. Maybe you probably already know, but just a reminder. Also, I'm going to talk about how to stick to a morning routine, the 2 methods that you can use to create a morning routine, and I'm also gonna give you a bunch of different ideas and habits to have in your morning routine. Now, you can pick whatever suits your lifestyle and what you want to achieve or what you want to go for. Obviously, you can't do all of them, so whatever you like and whatever makes you happy. Now, my name is Anna and my channel focuses on planning and keeping your life organized. So if that interests you, consider subscribing and hit the bell if you'd like so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Now get yourself a nice glass of water and let's begin. First of all, why have a morning routine in the first place? It prepares you for the rest of the day mentally and physically. It helps you promote healthy habits such as having a healthy breakfast in the morning or exercising and all sorts of other things. It helps you become more productive and reach any specific goal that you have or goals. And of course, it increases happiness because in the morning you're actually doing something that you love and that makes you a better person or a more harder working person or happy person, instead of waking up super late 20 minutes before you have to leave and already having to deal with other people and just giving your energy to other people, whereas you haven't even had the time for yourself to kind of. And how exactly do you stick to your morning routine? Because I know it's very hard to stick to it when you're first starting out. We're not perfect here. It happens to all of us. Even if we have a morning routine with many different habits that we want to do, some are easier than others, and sometimes you just really want to stay in bed and not do any of the routine. So first of all, start small. Basically, what you would do is pick one or two habits that you're gonna do in the morning and start with that. Do that for a week. See how you feel after a week. Some habits take longer to get the hang of than others, and if after a week you feel like, oh, this is so easy, it's second nature, you're doing it every single morning and it's really easy, then the next week add one new habit, and do that for another week and see how you feel, and you just kind of build on from that. Some habits take 2 weeks to get used to, some take 3, some take a month. Don't let that discourage you. Just make sure you don't go too fast because you'll get a bit overwhelmed, and being overwhelmed will demotivate you and you'll just stop doing your morning routine altogether, which is not what we want. The next thing, which is my personal favorite, recommend a habit tracker. I love habit trackers. I've mentioned this before, how much I love habit trackers in my video about digital habit trackers. It can be like on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper, on a journal. I have it in my digital planner, and there's also apps to track different habits, you can use that to write a list of the morning routine habits that you have. You can turn it into kind of a game. So for example, my digital habit tracker has circles for every day. So it has 7 circles for each habit in my morning. And if I do the habit that morning, I fill the circle with a green color. If I don't do it, I get reds. At the end of the week, you kind of see a pattern of, is it more green or is it more red? And of course, you want to have as many greens as possible, and that kind of just motivates you on itself. Also, what's your reason or motivation for doing this? You really have to keep that in mind, because if you don't have a reason on why you're doing this morning routine, then what's the point? When we don't have reasons to do something, we don't do them. It's as easy as that. So what motivates you? Is there something that you want to achieve? Do you want to better yourself in a way? Do you want to be more positive? It just makes it easier to get out of bed and start your routine if you have a reason. It has to start with your own values and what's important to you. For example, I do it because it keeps me organized, it keeps me sane, because if my life is not organized, I can't deal. Also, prep a few things the night before so it makes it easier for you to start your routine in the morning. For example, prep your clothes the night before, prep your workout clothes and your work clothes. Just makes it easier. And also, if you have a day off, prep your loungewear. You can also prep your bag, also your breakfast the night before. I love to make overnight oats, because usually when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get out of bed because I don't want to make breakfast. It makes it easier for me to get out of bed. Also motivates me to get out of bed, because when I wake up, I'm really hungry and I'll have that delicious overnight oats in my fridge waiting for me. Now let's move on to the first method, which is I would consider more beginner friendly when it comes to making a morning routine. And I would call this the values method. So you choose 3 values or areas of your life that you want to focus on. For example, we have health, family, personal growth, fitness, self-care, mindfulness, relationship, so on and so forth. And you choose 1 to 2 habits for each area or each value. So for example, the 3 habits will be fitness, personal growth, and health. For example, for fitness, going to the gym for 30 to 45 minutes. For the health, you make a healthy breakfast or some sort of green smoothie. And for personal growth, you can read 5 pages of a book and journal. And of course, on top of that, I would add planning for today. The second method is from the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, and it has a morning routine that's called the Miracle Morning Savers. S is for silence. For example, meditation, breathing, prayer. There's also A for affirmations, encouraging words to yourself to boost motivation and belief. I would also put kind of the law of attraction practices in this category. V is for visualization, so you visualize that you're gonna have an amazing day and you're gonna do this and it's all gonna be good, and basically you're preparing your mind for today. So you're just pushing out those negative emotions about today. I would also mention that the law of attraction practices would be good for this category as well. E is for exercise. There's so many different ways you can exercise. There's gym, running or jogging, yoga, weightlifting. Even a 5-minute quick workout is totally fine to do at home. R is for reading. So educate yourself on topics that interest you or you care about to keep your mind active. S is for scribing. So anything to do with writing, if you're journaling, or anything to do with law of attraction or self-reflection, etc. I would also add planning for that day in the scribing category. So yes, it's basically for different areas of your mind and health and body, and you just choose which habit you want to pick, because some of us do not want to go running, some of us don't like to weightlift, some of us don't really care about journaling, but we can still plan. We can still do yoga. Some of us aren't religious, we don't pray, but we do like to meditate, or just even breathing, just sitting in silence and relaxing for a little bit, because we have a big day ahead. Personally, what I like to do is take those two different methods and merge them together. So I do make sure that all of my miracle morning savers are in my routine, as well as any more things that I care about. And like I mentioned before, I will give you a bunch of ideas for different areas of your life that you can do in the morning. So first of all, health. Drink a glass of lemon water, have a healthy breakfast, cold shower, drink tea, take supplements, protein shake. Fitness, yoga, stretching, weightlifting, jogging, home workout, take a walk outside, or dance. Self-growth. Listen to a podcast, read a book, read poetry, Audible, wish I was sponsored, a TED Talk, read or listen to something inspirational. Read your goals for the week, month, or year. Mind. List 5 things you're grateful for. Avoid reading the news. Avoid social media in the morning. Say affirmations. Guided meditation, visualization, or listen to an uplifting song. Self-care and cleanliness. Make your bed, 10 minutes tidy up, do your hair, do your makeup, skincare routine, shower. Put on your favorite perfume. Relationships. Say hello to your loved one. Do something sweet for your loved one. Text a friend or a family member. Write a thank you card for someone. And there's so many more. You can also make some up for yourself. They can be very specific if you want. And I remind you, you literally don't need to do all of these. You can just choose whatever fits your lifestyle, whatever you care about, whatever makes you happy. And that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like or share if it helps anyone. I would love it if it does. And comment below what morning routine you have created for yourself, or what kind of morning routine do you already have? And are you planning to change anything? And thank you for watching. Ciao!